Welcome to the tale of two mugs, Cuphead and Mugman. Their tale opens up in good old Inkwell Isle, carefully being watched by the wise but old Elder Kettle. On one fateful day, the two boys wandered away from home and found themselves at the Devil's Casino. Against the Elder Kettle's best wishes, they entered that daunting place. On the inside, the boys found themselves on a hot streak, impressing even the casino's sleazy manager, King Dice. Then a newcomer steps up to the table. It's the devil himself, and with a toothy grin, he suggests they raise the stakes a bit. If you boys care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you roll pretty darn good, boys, but give the devil his due. I bet my casino of gold against your souls because I think I'm better than you. Yeah, sorry, that's the wrong story. Who put this in here? Let me see. Okay, I see where we are. Let's get back to the story, at least the correct one, at least. In a turn of high stakes, the devil bet his entire casino exchange for the boys' souls. Cuphead, in an act of blind greed, grabbed the dice from the devil and threw them on the table, with Mugman shaking in his shoes. "Snake Eyes!" exclaimed the devil. "You lose! Now how about them souls, boys?" The brothers pleaded for their lives, asking for mercy from the devil. In a stroke of luck, the devil decided to show them some mercy. "Collect the souls of runaway debtors, and I just may pardon you two mugs." And as he kicked the brothers out of the door, he told them they'll have till midnight the next day to obtain those souls, otherwise their souls will become his. The two mugs scrambled home, hoping the Elder Kettle will be able to get them out of this mess. After telling the Kettle the mess they got themselves into, he helps the boys as best as he can and agrees that they must go out and obtain those contracts. He gives them a magical potion in which gives them remarkable abilities to fight the debitors, then instructs them to visit the mystical Inkwell there to fully understand their powers and abilities. After seeing what the Inkwell has to offer, the boys go out in search of the first contract of many. They encounter some easy adversaries in the form of the Root Pack and Goopy Legrand and Botanic Panic and Ruse Avenues. After defeating Goopy and the Vegetable Patch, the brothers move on to Ribby and Croaks, some prize fighters, and Clip Joint Calamity. They are the stars of a real fight, a real slugger of a match, but the brothers pull through. After that knockout of match, the brothers find themselves a magical blueprint which allows them to fly by plane. With this newfound knowledge, they take on Hildeberg and Threaten and Zeppelin, a blind-eyed woman who has a few phases like that of the moon. After beating the celestial menace, the boys find themselves at a rundown mausoleum. There, they stop some rather spooky ghosts from reaching a special urn, containing none other but the legendary Chalice, whom, upon saving, grants them a super art. With all this newfound knowledge and skills, the brothers make their way to the last debitor on Isle 1, Cagney, Carnation, and Floral Fury. It is here this innocent flower turns into a weed of vines and thorns, and with the brothers on a roll, they step all over the evil flower, making their way to the Dice House. There, the brothers make acquaintance again with King Dice, who congratulates them on their success, putting those debitors to bed and getting their souls. He slips off and permits the brothers to move ahead to Isle 2. Upon making it to the next isle, Elder Kettle meets up with them and informs them on some good news. "If you keep getting those soul contracts, you should be powerful enough to stomp out King Dice, and maybe even the devil." He heads off, leaving the boys in high spirits to continue earning those contracts. The first debitor in the isle is Beppy the Clown and Carnival Confuffle. And through some rubber-hose antics, the boys deflate Beppy's silly circus, finding themselves facing Jimmy the Great in Pyramid Peril. After unearthing Jimmy's plans, the boys make their way to Candyland to fight Baroness von Bonbon and Sugarland Shimmy. The Baroness cannot stop them, as the brothers take the cake with her and move on to find themselves dealing with Wally Warbles and Aviary action. They then proceed to pluck this bird free of all feathers, leaving him to become dinner. Before stopping at the last fight of Isle 2, the brothers help out a local barbershop find their last member in turn. They thank the brothers by singing them a little jingle. It's nice to rest your eyes and maybe go outside. Grab a book and get some air. After that lovely tone, the boys make their way to fight Puff the Magic Grim Matchstick in fiery frolic. And while that dragon packed a real heater, the boys put him out in no time. Taking the newly acquired contracts, they bring them to King Dice, who gladly accepts them and lets the brothers pass to Idol 3. Dice, however, lets the devil know that the mugs got something special, a real kick behind them. After that little cutscene, the boys find themselves at Rumor Honeybottom's place in Honeycomb Herald. And while this place is a real infestation, the mugs smoke out Rumor and are hive in a solid time. With that sweet success, the boys find themselves at the docks facing Captain Brinybeard in Shootin' and Lootin'. After some swashbuckling hijinks, the boys sink the salty dog and his ship, leaving him for the fishes. With the new area open for business, the boys make their way over to Werner Werman's house, and this rat goes right back in the war using such deadly machines as a tank, flamethrowers, and a cat. But not even his crazy contraptions can stop the brothers' determination. After catching Werner in a mousetrap, the boys find themselves at the local junkyard where, unfortunately for them, is home to Dr. Cal and his giant robot. After some proper gear grinding and pinpoint movement, the boys trash this tin can. The boys make their way to the local theater, where live Sally stage play is performing for the brothers on amusement. Through this show, we see Sally's life, successes, failures, and with a curtain close and audience applause, the brothers take her soul with them. Taking a quick detour to the pier, the brothers find themselves against Calla Maria. Though Calla tries to work all of her magic to sink the brothers' ships, they're not so easily floundered by her appearance. Thus, she ends up losing her head to them, and her soul as well. With that success, the brothers make their way to the last stop of Aisle 3, finding themselves aboard the Phantom Express. And while this train really tests the brothers' mettle, they derail the non-stop train to hell, finding themselves in hell. The brothers see a familiar sight in front of them. At last! The Devil's Casino! The brothers, eager to finish what they started, throw all bets off when they reunite with King Dice, who isn't happy to see the two. You two made me lose a bet. Thus, before you meet the devil, I gotta settle the score with you first. King Dice, being the devil's right-hand man, puts the brothers through a gauntlet of goons in which the brothers have to land just right just to fight Dice. Knockout! 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 There we go. Two, three. Oh God. What? 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 Through a stroke of chance, they land the lucky roll, taking on Dice and his card army. Thanks to a few lucky hearts and some good pairing skills, the brothers overturn Dice's stables, sending him crashing down. All that leaves now is the devil, 2 mugs, and one hell of a time. The devil welcomes them with open arms, praising the brothers for doing a job well done, even for busting up the good-for-nothing King Dice. Then, with a threatening hand, tells them to hand over the soul contracts. The brothers, as determined as could be, tell him no. Enraged by this, the devil spouts up, "Have at you! I'll teach you what happens when you back out of a deal." And so, this legendary fight begins. my god, the poker chips, man, the poker chips. They really do you dirty with those poker chips. I need like 2 HP just to deal with the poker chips alone. That was a good run, too. That was a great run. Just B-hop over everything. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nope. Jumped that just way too early. Oh my god, that was the last attack too. Bruh. There we go. Next should be an axe. Maybe? Yep, that's an axe. Bomb. Get rid of that. One more axe. Unless he switches? Nope. Not gonna switch. Oh, that's a bad spot. Oh, just hold the W key, or hold the just get out of there, man. Bro, the coin! The coin! Are you kidding me? See, kids, this is why you shouldn't play poker. Clip it, please, clip it, clip it, clip it. Hold. The brothers, after a long and perilous journey, had at last triumphed over the devil, forcing him to surrender. And with that, they proceeded to destroy all the soul contracts, releasing everyone from the devil's servitude. After that, they sprinted in high cheers to tell the people of Inkwell Isle the good news. Everyone gathered around the stage as the brothers announced that they were all free from the devil's reign of terror. The elder Kettle, giddy with glee, exclaimed, "Let's hear it for Cuphead and Mugman!" And as an all-day celebration began, the brothers promised they would never wander into trouble again. And they didn't. Until next time. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a story for later.